Hi, thanks for joining a new video. Today we'll explore the Ray-Ban Meta in depth. Let's begin. These are the smart glasses developed by Meta in collaboration with Ray-Ban. They were launched globally 2023 in October, but they recently arrived in Mexico in May of the year 2025. It was a launch that had been eagerly anticipated for quite some time, although to be honest, it took more time than it really should have, particularly when you take into account that a few of these features had already been available in Spanish. It took longer than expected, but they're already here. So let us take a look at what they have to offer. I am using them on top from my lenses, because in this instance, I don't possess a prescription unit since it's a review unit. However, later on, I'll inform you about the various options available for purchase. Let's begin. Regarding the price and availability, they're now purchasable in Mexico starting at a price from 6,399 Mexican pesos, including the standard solar lenses. If you prefer them with polarized lenses, the price increases to 7,609 Mexican pesos, and if you prefer the transition option, that darken automatically, the price for these is 8,196 Mexican pesos. Additionally, you have the option to order them with prescription lenses, though the price will vary based on your specific prescription. These are available at various stores, including Opticas Lux and Devlin, Sunglass Hut, Liverpool, Palacio de Hierro, and the official store itself, rayban.com. Let's begin with discussing the design, like in this case. They keep the classic Ray-Ban lens design, so they don't resemble typical glasses. Too unusual compared to other smart glasses. These are offered in two different styles, including the popular Wayfarer design, with the traditional square frame, and this one I have, which is the Skylar, with a little more rounded and modern design. Both options are offered in various colors, including glossy black, translucent blue, and amber. They are crafted from acetate and contain internal metal reinforcements, weighing approximately 50 grams. They also have IPX4 resistance, so there is not too much of a problem if it suddenly starts to rain and you are using them. Consider that they have a discrete physical button for taking pictures or recording. There are videos located right here on the temple to the right. In addition, they feature a touch-sensitive panel in this section, which enables you to adjust the volume or manage music playback. Additionally, they incorporate an LED within the interior, a very small one that lights up, indicating whether the glasses are actively recording a video or if the voice assistant is currently listening to you or perhaps something similar. Additionally, it does not. We will notice that you have another front white LED that lights up during recording to ensure privacy for those nearby, although usually I highly doubt that we will notice a small LED light is present there. So if you happen to suddenly see someone wearing glasses that look quite similar to these, it might be possible that they are actually recording you. This could lead to one of the major controversies surrounding these glasses, possibly revolving around the issue of privacy. Even though I insist if they inform you when they are recording, it might still be a significant point of contention. This could indeed be one of their primary controversies, potentially related to privacy concerns. Although I emphasize if they notify you when they are capturing footage, it could still be a major controversy, particularly concerning privacy issues. I believe that if it were a LED light, it would likely indicate more quickly and clearly that you are currently being recorded. So please let me know in the comments section below if you would prefer for it to be a red LED light, or is a white LED acceptable? Remember, these glasses don't project information. Since they lack a screen or any technology to display information, they are simply audio assistants. Another significant detail is that they come with a case featuring a classic Ray-Ban design, and it includes USB charging capabilities. See, and furthermore, LED indicator button for simple pairing. On the back, there's an internal battery with capacity for up to an additional. Also, I forgot to mention that on the left pin comes equipped with a switch, which is essentially a power switch in the event that if you don't have the case close by and you want to make sure they are turned off completely, simply slide that switch over, and that's all you need to do in order to avoid consuming too much battery power. For sound, they have two directional speakers integrated within the pins, and in this particular case, they really do sound exceptionally good indeed. Meta's data shows they have 50% more volume than the last generation and twice the bass. For those unaware, the previous generation was named Ray-Ban Stories, focusing on the ability to go straight to the top of the screen. Stories lacked artificial intelligence and the integrated technology of this generation, marking a significant evolution. However, regarding the sound, the improvement has been much. Music, the sound is exceptionally clear, all-encompassing, and quite evidently, not completely blocking your ears won't disconnect you from the outside, so you can be listening to music in the comfort of your own home. Like earbuds shaped as open to having a good work environment while staying aware of what they tell you. They also have an adaptive volume option to automatically adjust the ambient noise, so if there is more noise, the volume can go up, although this is an option that you can turn off or on to your liking. In the application, we'll find 5 microphones that capture your voice clearly in calls. In fact, they also allow you to record audio in 360 degrees and use the voice assistant as well. So what do you think if we listen to? We heard a test This is a demonstration of the audio quality produced by these microphones. We are conducting an audio test using the microphones embedded in these smart glasses. The objective is to evaluate their performance, and honestly, they do an impressive job. When capturing your voice, it actually has excellent bass pickup, which is truly remarkable and outstanding in this kind of accessory. With these glasses, you have the ability to make regular phone calls as well as video calls through WhatsApp, even though you must start video calls from your cell phone. Then tap a button to change cameras. Currently, starting video calls directly is not possible with voice commands. Another interesting feature they have with respect to sound is that if you remove the glasses, the content is automatically paused. If you put them back on, it resumes, similar to headphones. However, this is an option you can completely turn on or off in the app to your liking. Now let's proceed to discuss the camera a little more, which in this particular case is completely integrated and situated in the corner. Left. It's a 12 megapixel camera with ultra-wide lens and record video at a standard scene 440 by 1900 and 20 pixels at 30 frames per second. You have the ability to take photographs or record. Saying here, call through voice. Alternatively, you have the option to press the physical button. A single press will capture a photo, while holding it down will record a video. It's crucial to note that clearly the framing cannot be seen. It is impossible for you to have a preview of what lies ahead. You must trying to figure out the framing. Personally, I noticed it aims slightly higher than expected, but with practice you get the hang of framing. Let's check out some photos to see the results. Honestly, I believe it handles light and color quite well. Although they don't possess such an extremely exaggerated level of detail, I find all the photographs to be of quite good quality. This is especially true when it comes to sharing them on social media platforms. And obviously they aren't print quality photos or anything, but for social media, I like how it handles them. Well, color or even contralu photographs. See that they are sufficiently well balanced. There does not appear to be a burned out area or an overly dark area. Extremely dark. When it comes to motion scenes, in the good lighting, it behaves. However, if you're indoors with limited lighting, you'll notice the pictures might appear slightly blurred in motion, which is normal, but keep it in mind. At night, the camera will perform a bit more smoothly. If you have a reliable source of light, your photos or videos will come out looking great. However, without it, your results might be somewhat more unstable and lacking in quality. A good light source is essential for capturing clear and detailed images, so always ensure you have adequate lighting to avoid any shakiness or loss of quality in your work. About the recording, video, view, the most appealing aspect is undoubtedly that it allows for hands-free recording. This means you can capture activities that typically aren't recorded while keeping your hands free. With this feature, you can record without using your hands, enabling you to document various activities with ease. It is quite complex to record. The image quality will also be positive. Once more, when it comes to lighting, color management, and the level of detail, it will be good enough. For social networks, their primary focus. It strikes me that both walking and even running smoothly, the lenses, they're going to have good stabilization. In fact, if they detect that you're running more intensely, the angle will open more. Therefore, the outcome of the stabilizing process has appeared to me to be. It's very good, and even when you're recording at night, if you have some light source, like when you're indoors, the result, I believe, is quite good once more. In terms of light management, color, and even noise control, in much more complex scenarios, obviously it would be a bit more complicated to have a good result, but I am struck by how well it controls noise. Overall, it is a camera that truly delivers excellent performance. Actually, it performs quite well. In fact, if you take the price into account, it works much better than the cameras found in many cell phones of the segment. So overall, the camera, I did enjoy it. Regarding the image quality and the video recording capabilities, it is important to keep in mind that the videos are limited to a maximum duration of 3 minutes. Using the app, you can set the limit to be 15, 30, 60 seconds or the maximum of 3 minutes as I mentioned. But once that time ends, the recording stops automatically and you need to restart it again. I didn't really like that very much. I wish for unlimited recording, but these are manufacturer-imposed limitations likely to maintain control. A little heating, which honestly I did not perceive, but perhaps if they allowed recordings. However, I must emphasize that while I was conducting the test, at no point did I begin to experience any sensation of warmth. I repeat, during the testing phase, at no moment did I start to feel anything that could be described as warm, very near to my face. An additional fascinating feature is that these glasses allow you to perform live broadcasts as well. Though for now, the process, first you must start the live stream from your Instagram or Facebook app on your mobile phone. After starting, you see a button with a glasses icon. That lets you change to the camera to transmit directly. From the glasses, the process is exactly the same as what you would use for making WhatsApp video calls. You can do that by starting on the cell phone and then switching to the glasses as a camera. However, even while you're engaged in a live stream on Instagram, for instance, if you double tap on the touchpad, it will inform you. You have 30 viewers. And the final comment was from, and I read it. So that's interesting too, to engage in these types of live stream activities, demonstrating an excellent integration with the various Meta products. However, I'd like to delve deeper into the smart features that they offer you since they come with the Meta AI voice assistant. integrated, which already functions in Spanish, so you can activate it by saying Oye Meta. You can ask a simple task like Oye Meta, take a picture, and it also emits through its speakers specific sounds accompanied by feedback, ensuring you are aware that it's actively listening to you. Or it's focusing on the outcome and similar tasks. You could also tell him, hey Meta, any nearby restaurants? Oh, what's even more interesting is that by using the camera, you can say, hey Meta, what is this? It'll snap a picture, use AI to analyze and provide an answer. Intriguing. You might also say, what can I make with these ingredients? It can recognize them through the camera and provide feedback without mentioning them. It's quite fascinating. So that you can have a voice assistant that is integrated directly in your specs with artificial vision via the camera, though curiously unavailable now. You have the ability to request it to set timers or reminders, which appear to be quite basic commands to me, but currently they are not available. So currently, it's somewhat limited in certain functions, but hopefully ongoing improvements will be made. Actually, this was true at the time of recording this video. However, if you are watching the video several months after its release, you might find that it's still somewhat limited in certain functions. Nevertheless, it's expected that they will keep working on enhancing it further. Has more features. An additional feature that you can access is the capability to make phone calls. And it even gives you the ability to read your WhatsApp messages whenever you receive those notifications. Though with a character limit, if you get a lengthy message, it won't be able to read the entire message, but most of the messages that are somewhat shorter will be read completely without encountering any issues. You might also look up the weather, or inquire about the time and generally pose any question as if you were asking a friend, much like the services that assistants such as GPT Chat or Google Gemini currently provide you. Through this much more natural way of interaction, another function available is to send voice messages via WhatsApp simply by hey Google, send a voice message to Mr. Paul, for instance, and then you can dictate a message. That's it, it will be sent as a voice note. Moreover, you can listen to the voice message that your contact replies with. It's truly a fantastic way to interact. It has become one of my favorite features. Obviously, you can also send messages via WhatsApp or send text messages, although sometimes the command can get confusing, so you must be clear about how you want to use WhatsApp. An interesting feature showing good integration with Meta products is the command, hey Meta, share my latest photo on my Instagram stories or on my Facebook story, and it will post it immediately, with a small indicator showing it was shared directly from these lenses. It's fascinating to instantly share a photo after taking it to your tails. The same applies for small videos. These lenses also include a real-time translation function, but it only functions in conversation mode, meaning that is, you'll hear the translation of what the other person says in your language, but natural pauses are necessary. Applying the talk, in other words, it isn't effective for lengthy speeches or conferences to listen in your native language, but it's suitable for conversations. What you express in your language can be translated and displayed via the Meta application. This is perfect for the visually impaired, allowing others to read it. Another great feature is called Be My Eyes, which allows you to describe what you are seeing. This is ideal for people with visual impairment. So with the use of artificial intelligence, you have the ability to describe what you are observing right in front of you. However, at this moment, this is available only if your glasses are set to English. Music control from the glasses is possible only if configured in English from glasses. It is important for you to know that at least. At the moment, you still aren't able to request a particular song like you would do with Alexa or some other assistants. Then you can simply give it broad commands such as play some music or pause the music, increase volume or similar. I'm curious because if have an integration with Spotify and Amazon Music, but it looks like it's still not that perfected, surely later on. If it will support commands such as hey Meta, play the podcast count in Spotify or other similar commands. But at least when this video was recorded, the commands were still focused on playing back specific content. Do not appear to be working. The battery will be another part of the crucial to understand the quality of the experience with these lenses. In this case, the manufacturer promises 4H of continuous use, although it does not detail very well what it means by continuous use, but one imagines that it is engaging with the voice assistant, perhaps snapping some photos or enjoying music, and it appears they fulfill that promise. At least I did a test, recording video continuously, which I think would not be understood as continuous use, because continuous use I think is also understood as the voice assistant functions, not only recording video, but recording video is one of the tasks that most of the time I think I would understand as continuous use. More, the consumption of the battery. So let's imagine it was an extremely intense test designed to determine just how much battery life it could actually provide you with. In my particular situation, this activity took just over 30 minutes to complete. It's important to remember that there is a recording limit of 3 minutes. So each time I finished a recording, I would promptly start a new one. By repeating this process, the entire activity ended up taking slightly more than 30 minutes in total. I believe it can last for a longer period. Just keep in mind that the battery's lifespan. It depends on your daily routine, but once the battery is drained, keep in mind that the case provides you with up to 36 hours of additional power, as it allows for 8 complete recharges. However, it's important to know that when the glasses reach 3% battery, many features will be disabled. For example, you can't play music, take pictures, or record videos. The only thing that remains functional is the voice assistant to ask questions or read notifications. It's very limited when the battery is extremely low, so it's advisable to charge them before they fully discharge. However, in my extreme tests, I left it to turn it off completely until it is 0%, just to observe how quickly it can recharge while keeping them in the case. After 5 minutes, they increased to 10% charge. In 15 minutes, they reached 35%. In 30 minutes, they reached 72%, and the full load completed in around 50 minutes. However, I have to mention that during this test, the videos that I had previously recorded began to be automatically transferred, which probably slowed the loading slightly. You can disable the automatic video import feature in the app. So if it's disabled, I believe they could potentially load somewhat faster, however, when considering the overall performance. I believe they charge at a decent speed. As for connectivity, you should know that they come with Bluetooth 5.3 to link with the cell phone and also support Wi-Fi 6 networks. To be able to download directly the update, no need to use the cell phone, and make the interaction much faster. From the app, manage storage with 32 GB internal, delete as needed, and some content. You can configure the language of the glasses, view images and more features. You should know something crucial, the compatibility, because I've described their optimal functioning, but you should know these Ray-Ban Meta are compatible with Android and also with iPhone, but they don't offer exactly the same experience on both systems. On an iPhone, what you are unable to do is utilize these glasses to connect to a WhatsApp video call. No, stream live from Instagram or Facebook or broadcast through these platforms, but fortunately, it retains all of the other features, like reading notifications, specifically WhatsApp, and the chance to send WhatsApp messages, and similarly for listening and sending audio notes. So the way you interact is quite similar, except for what I said. In conclusion, these Ray-Ban Meta glasses are quite an intriguing accessory that offers a different way to interact with technology. In my opinion, this is a category that currently lacks a wide variety of components. It will have much to change. However, at this moment, it is currently positioned as a leading authority, or even the benchmark, offering excellent integration with Meta products like WhatsApp, Facebook, or Instagram. Therefore, if you're actively using these products, you might have a truly great experience. And now we have come to the conclusion of this video, and I hope you found this content enjoyable. If you liked it, remember you can let us know, and we'll see you in the next one.